Today, another beautiful day in Rome, and here today, some will drink the wine. Well, maybe it's beer. Okay.
And you need to cool off. When you're in Rome, you're going to do as the Romans do. So, if you can read English, it's alright. We've got soap, and you press the button, and the soap comes out. Anyway, the soap comes out.
Then the water?
And then the water comes out. I think you've got to put your hand under it. Nothing's
yeah.
Oh, there you go. Water.
And then air.
Water, and then air. We all love a bit of air. Like something so simply formatted, it's so hard to work out. But we've done it. Yeah. Thanks to that, we've done it.
And this here is the fractured sphere. Sculptor Leonardo Pomodoro constructs enormous spheres with layers of complexities. And it isn't absolutely clear what the artist's intentions are, but it gives off the impression that is reflecting the complexity of our world and how easily it can be torn apart. And I think this certainly makes an impression here in the courtyard of the Vatican City's museum. According to a certain source, the reason why no photography is allowed in the Sistine Chapel, well, there are two reasons. Nippon TV funded the renovation of the artwork, and as a part of the deal, got exclusive license to photographs and video of the restored art. But apparently, I then read that this license has since expired, and apparently the company never intended ordinary tourists to be affected by this ruling. And also, camera flashes can apparently damage paintings, though it seems that this idea is disputed. But, of course, I can take photos and footage of this here Vatican Museum, and that's on our big long walk to enter the Sistine Chapel.
Ancestors ate manna in the desert,
So this chapel is in the Apostolic Palace, the official residence of the Pope in the Vatican City. Originally known as the Cappella Magna, the chapel takes its name from Pope Sixtus IV, who restored it between 1477 and 1480. It's a rectangular brick building with 6 arch windows on each of the 2 main walls and a barrel vaulted ceiling. The chapel's exterior is drab and unadorned, but its interior walls, as you see, are decorated with frescoes by many Florentine Renaissance masters. The frescoes on the side walls of the chapel were painted in 1481 to 1483. And on the north wall, there are 6 frescoes depicting events from the life of Christ. And on the south wall, there are 6 other frescoes depicting events from the life of Moses. And above these works, smaller frescoes between the windows depict various popes. The great ceremonial occasions, the lowest portions of the side walls were covered with a series of tapestries depicting events from the Gospels and the Acts of the Apostles. These were designed by Raphael and woven in 1515 to 19 at Brussels. A 10-year-long cleaning and restoration of the Sistine ceiling, completed in 1989, removed several centuries' accumulation of dirt, smoke and varnish. Cleaning and restoration of the Last Judgment was completed in 1994. And lucky for that, because here at the Sistine Chapel, 19,000 people visit every day.
We've arrived here in Pompeii. It's 2 in the afternoon and it's about 38 degrees. Maybe that's a bit over the top. It's probably 33 maybe. Because I'm going to be a different colour when I come out of here. We've just come into Pompeii. One of my dreams to see Pompeii. So we're here and I'm going to take you in. So come with me and I'll tell you what I think when I get to the end. I'm Travel Bug Sue and it all starts at your front door.
Pompeii is a vast archaeological site in southern Italy's Campania region, near the coast of the Bay of Naples. It was once a thriving and sophisticated Roman city, and Pompeii was buried under meters of ash and pumice after the catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. The preserved site features excavated ruins of streets and houses that visitors like us can freely explore. And here we enter, well, I'd call it an everyday mansion. And as we look around, you can see there to the left and in a minute to your right, these are the baths that the men would bathe in, and of course the women would serve.
And here we can see them.
Pompeii supported between 10,000 and 20,000 inhabitants at the time of its destruction. The modern town or commune of Pompeii lies to the east and contains a basilica of Santa Maria del Rosario, a pilgrimage centre. And, just if you were wondering, today over 3 million people live in the immediate area of Mount Vesuvius. More people live dangerously close to it than any other volcano anywhere in the world. And at 150 acres, the walled city of Pompeii is the world's largest excavation and archaeologist site. In July 2008, the Italian government took the unprecedented step of declaring a one-year state of emergency for the site and appointed a special commissioner to oversee Pompeii. Of first importance is the preservation, the restoration, and the study of valuable evidence already uncovered before its loss forever. Artists, architects, potters, and even furniture makers drew much inspiration from Pompeii. Contemporary painted interiors were inspired by the frescoed walls found in these excavations that we're walking through today. Unfortunately, the excavations are constantly endangered by the ravages of weather, tourist traffic at the site, and destructive vegetation. The reinforced concrete roofs were applied to many structures in the 1950s, but over subsequent decades, this protective measure made upkeep difficult as some of the concrete deteriorated. And just like Pompeii and myself, Linley's found something that's close to her heart.